I'm an outsider. I'll always be an outsider. I don't expect to be more than an outsider. I definitely don't expect any hotels, any benefits, any driving lessons, any young girls to rape. No. That only works in white countries, apparently. Okay, it's time to go and sign the contract on the next house, which I'm moving into in 2 weeks. I feel really nervous about committing to something for 3 months again. I've had so many bad experiences where I've ended up regretting it and then having to do visa runs just because I've committed to a contract. But this house just feels so right, and it feels like, you know, giving the best chance to making this work. And if this house doesn't work, then that really is it. We'll be going to Europe next. So yeah, it's a pretty big moment, and there is anxiety around it for sure. But obviously I think I'm making the right decision, otherwise I wouldn't be doing it. But time will tell, as always. Oh, it's so good to be in the sunshine again. I haven't been in sunshine for about 4 days. Dalat's been really cloudy and, well, no more rainy than it was before, but just, yeah, there's just not been any sunshine. I think we're in rainy season. So yeah, there's the sun, that feels amazing. Hopefully it's a sign. Hopefully it's shining light on this next venture, this next risk I'm taking. Are you ready? Are you ready for a fall on a bike, yeah? Yeah, there we're four on the bike! Yee-hoo! Vietnam, yeah! What the hell is this guy carrying on his bike? Is that a grass cutter of some sort? I just love it. Love it! So the sat nav has definitely brought me a different way today. Here come the gang. Hello, boys. Hello, little silly curly one. Yes, yes, yes. I know you like to yap. Is that the landlord or?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. He's coming.
So I'll ask him. But obviously, calm down, Tom. Calm down, Tom. Calm down, Tom. So one thing I hate is people burning plastic. I know he's not burning plastic.
He burned the...
I know, but I just want to check that he would never burn plastic at the end of my drive.
Yes. The plastic, as you can see, the pipe forest.
Yes, it needs constant clearing. Yeah, okay, yeah. No, that makes total sense. That makes total sense. I just panicked a bit when I saw all that smoke and thought, oh my god. Do you speak English, B? Little. Can you ask him if he doesn't understand? Is he promising there's no construction here?
Okay. Ở đây á là khu này ông hỏi là sẽ không có xây dựng phải không anh? Construction là gì? No.
Nhưng mà nó sẽ có tiếng xây dựng. Nói cho ông là đâu ngoài kia kìa.
You would hear the contraction from over there, probably,
fair enough,
but not right.
Yeah. No problem.
Còn
no
khu
problem.
này là khu này là cấm xây dựng.
This area prohibits for the contraction.
Really?
Yeah,
like Greenbelt in England?
Yeah.
What we call Greenbelt?
Yes.
You're not allowed to build here?
You're not allowed to build here.
Yeah.
Some here now in Dalat they make a strict rule about us because many other people they cut the wood tree.
Wow, that's good news for you.
4-5 người Ukraine cũng đang sống ở đây.
Yeah, he said he has few other Ukrainian tenants also live in this area.
Right, okay, great,
Yes.
great.
Yeah.
And any karaoke in this area? A little okay, I understand there'll always be a little.
Yeah. Ở đây có karaoke đồ, ví dụ mấy cái chỗ mà nói chung là lâu lần thì ok.
Where do you go?
Not on my driveway, you don't.
See, attracted by the ladies already. Khu này mình đâu có karaoke đâu phải không anh?
Chắc chắn sẽ có.
Chắc chắn sẽ có, nhưng mà thỉnh thoảng.
Không có, chắc chắn sẽ có mà nó cũng ở bên kia kìa. Nó cũng ở bên kia chứ nó không có bên đây.
Yeah, not is in this area. On that area over there.
Ở bên kia là nhà dân mà.
Yeah, that area is the house of other people up over there.
And is it going to be loud or just a little?
You can hear the noise. You can hear the noise you see in the forest. A little.
Yeah, and like once a week or every night?
Once a week, twice a week, maximum.
Nhưng mà 10 o'clock p.m. up.
Okay. Yeah.
10 o'clock p.m. up.
Yes. 10 p.m. stop because now the rule that now we Vietnamese government for the whole country, you cannot sing over 10 p.m. Even though if you sing so loud, someone put a report, you have to turn off immediately. Even that in the
But just 7 till 10 p.m. is enough to drive me insane.
Và có nhạc, có mở nhạc chứ ở đây thì những người Ukraine họ cuối tuần họ sẽ mở cái liquid, họ sẽ mở vào họ sẽ mở nhạc.
Weekend, some people in over there they would like to turn on the music on the weekend, but not whole day long.
Nhưng mà mở nhạc thôi chứ không có karaoke.
Only the music to listen because you are sensitive to the noise.
I hate it.
Yeah.
It drives me crazy.
Yeah.
And I know I'm the problem. I'm not saying people are wrong for playing music or anything like that.
Yeah.
But I hate listening to other people's music. I just can't stand it.
Yeah.
So what does he mean? Does he mean
Yeah, on the weekend, sometimes the
in that White House?
yeah.
No White House. Yeah.
Over there, that wood house.
Okay. And what, they're going to play with a stereo? Like boom, boom, boom,
No.
boom?
No.
No. Like nice Vietnam, like dee 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 dee.
Yeah. Yes, something gentle, not the stereo.
Nhạc Việt Nam, nhạc nước ngoài chứ không phải người Việt Nam.
Yeah, it's giống như kiểu như nhẹ nhàng như kiểu Việt Nam nhưng mà không phải bùm 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 vậy á.
So does he mean like instruments rather than bass?
Yeah.
Cái giới hạn của ổng từ đây.
Limit.
Em.
Yeah.
Sorry, I just want to ask, I just want to be very clear on this one because this is an important one. When he says music from over there, I need to know exactly what it is. Like, is it people playing instruments? Is it people using stereo?
Anh ông hỏi là nhạc đó là người ta sẽ mở thùng loa hay là chỉ người ta mở nhạc ta nghe thôi, có mở thùng loa mà bùm 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 nữa không? No, not kind of music bang bang like this.
Cái loa họ có chút xíu vô đây à.
Yeah, there. How do you call this one? They have a box like this for music. How do you call it?
Like a speaker, I think.
Yes, at a speaker like this.
Vô đây à.
Their house.
Okay, but I wouldn't hear it here, or?
You can hear, but you hear the smooth sound.
What about if I'm inside? I understand I hear it here, but inside, would I hear the music?
No. How about let's try the soundproof?
Inside là không bao giờ nghe.
Inside you will never hear. You want to try?
Is that what you just said? That I won't hear that music if I'm inside?
Yeah.
Ranh giới là từ đây.
Okay. He want to say.
Ranh giới từ đây.
Yeah. From this big yard, hold this big yard.
Yeah. Tại vì ổng tại ở đây nó có cái lối đi xuống dưới kia. Ra là người ta sẽ đi lên đây.
Yeah. That's the stairway that people can go. Okay. Yeah, and for
Fine.
the whole area is yours.
Great.
Yeah. How about let's try the soundproof? Let's try that. You
Yeah, but there's
decide.
no music now.
Yeah.
Okay, so the reason I'm asking so many questions is because for me to spend 17 million, that's a lot.
Yes.
And I'm spending 17 million not because I need a big house,
Yes.
because I want quiet.
Quiet house.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's it. That's the only reason I spend 17 million.
Cái quan trọng không phải là nhà lớn gì, quan trọng là yên tĩnh.
Ở đây là anh cấm khách karaoke.
Yeah. In his area, prohibit for the KTV, for the karaoke. The people are not allowed to karaoke. But I said you can hear that. You can hear from the people over there.
Yeah, I understand. I mean, I understand there's always going to be a little bit. I think I've accepted the karaoke.
Yeah.
What got me scared is when he started talking about music coming from that house.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, is that going to be a party house or, you know?
No, not party. The people, they leave it sometimes they want to listen to the music.
Sure, but you can listen to music without me hearing it here.
Yeah. Let's try the soundproof.
Okay, because there's music now, actually.
That.
That's the karaoke?
Yeah.
That's okay. It's not too bad.
Yes.
Yeah.
Now open the door and let's hear from inside. Để tụi em giờ mở hết.
You have beautiful home. Lovely, very nice. So yeah, let's close the door.
we put the.
We do test.
Okay.
Yeah, it's fine. It's good. It's good. It's good. It's very good. Okay, as long as I know that if I'm in here, I won't be disturbed. I don't expect to hear nothing when I'm outside.
Yeah.
So the last time I'll ask the question, I know I'm being annoying, but he's saying that music down there, if I'm in here, I won't hear. Can you just check that that's right?
Ông nói là khi mà ở dưới nhà đó mở nhạc thì trên đây sẽ không.
Đúng rồi. Anh mở nhạc.
Yes. Okay, fine, perfect.
He will go down to turn on.
I stopped asking about music now.
Okay.
Only other question, can you just check with him about this restaurant? Because it seems weird to me, because the signage on it, it looks like a restaurant to me. So
That's his kitchen.
I know, but can you just check?
Yes. Ông nói là cái khu bếp ăn đó là chỉ nấu bữa ăn buổi trưa thôi.
Buổi sáng và buổi trưa.
Buổi sáng, in the morning.
Anh là người nấu.
In the afternoon, he's the cook. He's the chef. He cook for the people, but after afternoon, finish no more.
Okay, it's just because there's signage on it and everything, like it's a cafe for people to come to.
No, it's just a place for him to prepare.
Okay, fine, no problem.
Đó là chỗ khu bếp ăn nên chuẩn bị đồ ăn phải không?
Đúng rồi.
Yeah. The people will eat in their room.
Good.
Yes.
The flat, can you just ask about the flat? Who lives in the apartment? Is it just a receptionist like you said?
Cái nhà gỗ bên trên là anh ở đó phải không?
Nhà gỗ nào?
Ngay chỗ bếp đó.
Đúng rồi.
He stayed there.
Oh, you stay there. Okay, good. And you're quiet.
You're quiet.
Quiet để là anh yên tĩnh luôn.
Yeah. Okay, last question. There's a no smoking sign outside.
Smoking?
I can smoke outside, obviously. I will never smoke inside. No,
Yes, you can
know.
smoke outside.
Yeah. It's just there's a no smoking sign outside.
Hút thuốc ngoài xong không?
Yeah, okay, không được hút trong nhà.
Not allowed to
Yeah,
smoke
no
inside.
problem. No, not inside. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I think that's everything.
Yes, okay. Anh hợp đồng đâu?
I forgot to go.
Ngăn lại.
Anh sẽ ngăn lại.
I forgot to go to the bank to get the deposit. I can't believe it.
Là nó vô hai phòng này thôi.
Oh my god.
Okay.
I haven't told him yet.
Yeah. Vậy là ngay khúc này anh sẽ ngăn.
Violet.
Đó, ngăn lại.
Yeah, okay. He will put the cover right here for you so he will not disturb your private space.
Oh right, why? What is this?
Because that over there,
Đây là làm đồ đây.
here he need the place for him to get the water and the drink for the guests, so he will make a private space, so no one will interrupt this
Chứ
your
tại vì
space.
nó phải lấy hàng từ đây ra ngoài này.
Yeah.
I'm not sure about that.
Okay. Okay, come here.
So does he really have nowhere else to keep this? It seems strange that I will have to hear him coming into my house when there's all this space out here.
Yeah.
Surely there's somewhere else he can keep the water.
He will need to go there to get the drink. The drink.
But is there nowhere else he can keep it? Does he have to keep it in my house that I'm paying 17 million dong for? It just seems strange to me. When he's got all this space, there must be somewhere.
Oh my god.
I mean, what about, like, what's this down here? Why is he not just keeping it down there?
Ông đây có cái nào để ngoài thì khỏi mất công làm cái ngăn.
Không, ngăn mấy sẵn ngăn tiếng ồn luôn.
He said that's it also the way to make the sound from the noise. If there might be the noise.
What, keeping water helps it be soundproof? Sorry, I don't understand.
Cửa nè, dưới kia là nó chống ồn luôn.
À.
Tại vì buổi sáng họ ăn ở đây, anh không muốn làm việc với ai.
He doesn't want to distract you if he need to get the drink, so he need to make the plans right there. Because in the morning, some people will come to eat here when he cook there. As you see there, the meal time.
Oh, so people do eat here?
Yes, and I just talked to him. He said in the morning people eat here.
Ah, shit. What time?
Thường ăn mấy giờ?
Ăn sáng họ ăn sáng từ đây, đây giờ ăn sáng của họ đây.
Okay, here.
6 giờ 9 rưỡi.
Here, the breakfast time.
Oh, no, I can't do that. No. Yeah, I can't. The reason I'm going to pay 17 million dong is because I don't want to hear anyone. So I'm not paying 17 million and listening to people out here like, oh, what are you doing today? Oh, I'm going to do this. No.
Ông nói buổi sáng về 6 tới 9 giờ gì thì sao bị ồn?
Không.
So I'm not asking him to change his business. I'm saying this won't work for me. Yeah.
Ông nói như vậy thì nó...
Người nước ngoài họ lên họ ăn á, là họ sẽ lên từng người.
Yeah.
Chứ không phải là họ tập trung vào. Họ lên từng người, họ tập trung vào. Và ở đây anh có tầm có 10 người à.
Yeah.
có 10 người nhưng mà họ không lên một lượt.
Yeah, he said that the people will not come here all the route. He has only 5 homestay, so every time will be 2-3 people come here to eat. Anyway, can we talk here and you stay in there? You can hear us. For
Yep.
example, you stay. For example, you stay in this bathroom.
Yeah,
Okay.
good idea.
Okay.
Ah, what a shame.
For example, you stay in this bathroom. Okay, and me and B will talk outside. Em với anh ra ngoài nói chuyện thử ở nha.
Man, I'm not paying 17 million to be next to a fucking cafe. Yes. No, I'm not risking it. I'm not risking it. Like, it has to be perfect for me to pay this money and get into a 3-month contract. Even more important than the money. Okay, so this is the situation I have is, one is 17 million dong, but that's not really a problem. It's the 3-month contract.
Yes.
If I'm going to sign a 3-month contract and then at 6 in the morning I can hear people, I'm going to go mental. And I'm going to be like, I've done it again. I've signed another contract in a place where I can't relax. And I just can't do that again.
Yeah.
So because of this, it's a wonderful house. I love the house. It's gorgeous. But because of this cafe, I'm going to say no. Because I can't risk it. The only way I can risk it is if he lets me stay here for 1 week to see. And if it's okay, then I sign 3-month contract. But I can't sign a 3-month contract with this cafe here, just in case.
Okay. Ông nói là có cái cà phê ở đây thì ông có thể ở thử 1 tuần để xem cảm nhận cái nó có ồn như thế nào. No, this one the only way now.
Yeah, I understand. Okay, no problem. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you for your time. It's a beautiful house. It's such a shame, but
Yeah.
I can't. I
Yeah,
can't do
this
3
is-
months.
This is why he said that he make another soundproof here.
Yeah, but there's the window. So you've got people chatting here, and I'm sleeping and relaxing. I will hear through the window.
Chỗ này là sẽ rào lại, không ai đâu được qua đây cả.
Yeah.
Không ai đi qua đây cả.
This area he make a fence right here.
Đây, bắt đầu anh sẽ gắn ra đây.
Yeah, but it's still the
Yeah.
noise. You
So-
see, the thing is that he's willing to build a fence there. He'll build a fence here, but he won't let me just stay here for a week. And all I want to do, it's not a con, it's not a scam. I just want to check it. So
Yeah.
if he's, he's like, I'll do this, I'll do that. But actually, what would be easier is just let me stay for a week. Obviously, I pay. But if
He said that because if this way he would miss the other people who will come to kill for 6 months.
totally understand. So he can rent it to someone else. That's fine. But from my point of view, it's like, if he won't let me stay here a week, what's he hiding? Because he must think that if he stays for a week, he won't sign a contract. So it makes me scared. It makes me scared.
To be honest, yes, I understand what you mean because you are sensitive. So this is what I can do. That the most important that I can do. That I already convinced him about the fence and one more fence here. That no one will walk to that way of your apartment.
Khu vực của ông là không ai được vào.
At your area, no one allowed to come.
Yeah,
Yes.
I like
Yes,
that.
and
But
after you sign, of course, he make on the day you move in, you will see a fence right here, and you will see another roof right there. That's what
Which is good, but if I sign a 3-month contract and pay 17 million dong, and then in the morning I hear people here, I'm going to go mental. Like, you don't want it, he doesn't want it,
Yeah.
because I'll be very angry. So I think it's best we just say, no. Unless he wants to let me pay to stay for a week and then I sign the contract. That's the only way, because I have to know.
Yeah.
I can't risk it. Because I've got to do a visa run in like 30 days. So it's like, if I sign this contract, it means I've got to do that horrible visa run again because the airport's
Like
closed.
what I already told you, that the best thing ever that I could do for you, that I could find someone to replace you.
Yeah, but I would still lose like 10 million or something like that, wouldn't I?
No, I don't ask you to pay for my service.
No, what I mean is, if I pay deposit and month's rent, and then it doesn't work, I have a visa run in 30 days, I don't want to have to come back for a contract I've signed in a house that's noisy and I hate. I did that in the last flat, and doing that visa run, like doing a visa run is so horrible when you're doing it just because you've signed a contract. It's like, I'm not doing that again. I'm not doing that again, you know. I will only sign a 3-month contract if I'm certain, and because of a cafe, I can't be certain.
Yeah.
You know, I don't want to live next to a cafe.
Yeah.
I don't want to live
Yeah,
next to
I know.
tourists chatting. I just can't. I can't.
As I already explained to you that the maximum that I could do, and he said he could do, he make 2 soundproof for you. The one soundproof right here, that's the door. Another soundproof is the one more French right.
Yeah, but he's not prepared to let me test it for a week, and for me that's a much more honourable thing to do. Like if he believed in his property and if he knew that it was quiet, he would let me stay for a week, because he would know that at the end of that week I'd signed the contract, because it would be perfect. But he knows something and he's hiding it and he's not telling the truth.
Ông nói là ông muốn thật ra là ông rất là muốn thử 1 tuần để xem sao, hay là ông thử 2-3 ngày, ví dụ như có khách lên ăn thì ông sẽ cảm nhận nó như thế nào. Ông muốn gì để, tại vì ông bị mà nhạy cảm với tiếng ồn.
Nhạy cảm tiếng ồn người ta thuê 2-3 ngày, thuê 2-3 ngày ông rồi mất khách chào.
He said that he also has all the tenants that interested.
Yeah,
that might
fair
be,
enough. Fair enough. I totally understand. I understand.
Tại
No
vì
problem.
ở đây thực sự là nó rất là yên tĩnh.
Yeah.
Yên
This
tĩnh
is
lắm,
the,
nó không có
to be
ồn
honest,
ào,
this
không
is,
có tiếng ồn.
to be honest, that you don't believe you can talk to some other tenant that who you stay here, they stay here for months.
But they won't be as sensitive as me. They'll be the sort of people that listen to music, that drink alcohol, that take vaccines. Like they'll be stupid.
Yeah.
Like I have a very low tolerance to noise,
Yeah.
and they won't have that same tolerance. They'll be in noise themselves. They'll be mental. Everyone's mental.
Yeah.
So I can't even trust what they say. I have to experience it myself. So like when I rented the flat, the really bad flat, the guy that was in the flat, I said, "Is it quiet?" And he goes, "Yeah, it's really quiet." It was not quiet. You know, so what he thinks is quiet and what I think is quiet, 2 very different things.
Yes.
Ông sợ hả?
Ông sợ bị ồn.
Ông sợ bị ồn.
Ông tại vì ông bị kiểu như là rất là nhạy cảm với tiếng ồn. Nếu mà buổi sáng mà khoảng tầm 6-7 giờ sáng mà ông nghe tiếng ồn á thì ông sẽ bị khó chịu, kiểu mệt mỏi, ông không có tập trung làm việc được.
Tại vì 6-7 giờ sáng thực sự cũng không có người. Chỉ có đôi lúc 1-2 người thôi, họ lên họ ăn thôi. Chứ không phải là ăn có thể là họ lên họ ăn ít liên mà. Anh ăn ít liên chứ không phải là nấu nướng nữa. Đa số là họ đồ thô mà, đồ luộc mà.
Ông sợ là nghe cái tiếng ồn, ví dụ như tại vì ông bị nhạy cảm với tiếng. Can try when do you want to
Well, I think he said the 18th. I mean, I can do. I've just paid for the place I'm in now. I've paid until the 19th. So ideal would be I'd do, but I can come on the 18th because he said 18th.
Yeah, like we're not say wait for you until 18th for a trial.
Oh, you want to do? I thought it was full.
Yeah.
I thought people were living in here tomorrow.
Right.
I thought that was a problem.
Khi nào bên mình có khách ta? Căn này của mình khi nào có khách đặt booking ngày?
Because now I've just paid 2 weeks rent on my place because you said I couldn't come in here till 18th.
Yeah. Let him check the calendar if you can stay.
If not, right? If he wants, this is so complicated. So because I've now paid rent where I am, yeah. So I don't want to pay rent here before the 18th because I've actually paid to the 19th, but I don't mind 1 day.
Yeah.
So if he wants me to do trial before that, then I can come before, but I'm not going to pay. But on the 18th, I'll pay for a trial. You understand?
This will not work that way. This thing is will not work that way. It means he will lost the guest for 2 weeks to wait for you.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying don't wait.
Yeah.
Let me come and stay now for just 2, maybe 3 days.
Yes.
So I can test it.
Yes.
And then after 2-3 days, and it's okay, I sign contract, I pay deposit, then I go back to my other place because I pay rent there until the 18th, and then I come here and pay rent. I'm not asking for a 3-long trial. I thought you said that this place was fully booked until the 18th.
Not fully booked with some.
Now there's some spaces. Okay,
yeah.
So if he wants me to come in if he will let me come in one of those spaces, I stay for 2, best 3 days. I don't pay, and if that's good, then I pay. 18th, sign contract, no problem.
Okay. Ngày nào nha. Ông nói là ông muốn ở ít nhất cũng ở thử 2-3 ngày. Ok, không có ồn ào gì hết thì ký hợp đồng luôn.
Lot of mosquitoes here, like mad.
Ngày 13 thì anh có khách. 13
có khách không?
13 là bữa nay nó mới có 6-7 à.
Said that if you try for free, though he cannot handle that because each day he sell 1,500,000.
I understand, but the problem is I've paid rent now.
Yeah.
On my place.
Yes.
Because you said 18th.
Yes.
I pay rent now until 18th.
Yeah.
So for me to pay rent there and pay rent here.
Yes. Yes.
But I understand from his point of view, like, no, why would I do that? Like,
yes.
but it's also like, do you want to show? Do you care? Like, do you want a good tenant that will sign a 3-month contract and will stay for year, 2 year, 3 year if it's good, no problem. Do you want to show me the house for 2 days to get that, so we can make that deal? Like, that's why it's with a vision for the long term on the money he'll get in the future, rather than like, give me now.
The thing is, in his point of view, because if he doesn't sell for whole long term, you also have the guests for the short term. You will know what I mean? And
No, say that again, sorry.
He doesn't have only long term, but he also have the
yes. So he's giving away days that he could make money on.
Yes.
Totally understand.
Yes.
Totally understand.
Yes.
I don't really know how we move forward then, because I understand his position. I understand what he thinks. I understand what I think. I don't know how we bridge back. I don't know how we stop that problem.
In this case, only that me and Alex, we try to get the order because I already have ordered tenant.
Yeah, sure.
For this house.
I think that's best.
Yes, so the best that you still could stay here, and me and Alex could make the guarantee for you that we can try to find someone to replace you. That's the best that the agent that I could do.
Yeah.
The landlord will not do that.
Okay, well we'll leave it then. We'll leave it.
Yes.
If the house is still available on 18th, if nobody has taken it, which I know someone will, but if nobody has taken it by the 18th, then I would like to have the house. But I can't see how we do this thing where I get to find out if the house is okay or not with the cafe, and then with him having a business where he could make money. You know, I don't know how we do it.
Yeah.
So I think the only way is to say, okay, no problem, not my house.
Yeah, okay. Yes, I got it. Bởi vì ông bị nhảy, he has some ladies staying, and they should only come to have the breakfast once for a while, not every day even.
I'm sure. I bet it's okay. You know, this is why I'm so like, oh, because
2 ngày đi. Ông chịu rửa thì ở 20 ngày thử đi, sao đâu?
Ông không chịu mới ấy chứ.
Thì ở thử 20 ngày miễn phí đâu được.
You cannot offer for you to stay for free. You can stay 1 day or 2 days to try, but he cannot offer to stay for free. That's very hard for him.
Well, I mean, it's not true, is it? Look, everything he owns, of course he can.
Yeah.
He's not willing to, but there's a difference there, and that's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm not willing to pay 2 rents. You know, it's the same, isn't it? He's not willing to give for free. I'm not willing to pay rent twice.
Yes.
And the only reason I have paid that then is because you told me the 18th.
Yeah.
I did it this morning. It's so annoying.
Yeah.
If we'd have had this conversation 5 hours ago, I wouldn't have paid that then, and I'd have paid him money to stay here, no problem.
Tại vì lúc sáng ông check lịch á, thì anh check lịch đó là 18 mình mới trống. Thì ông cho nên.
Okay, yeah, it's a shame. It's such a shame.
Yeah.
I really like it, but yeah, okay.
Yeah.
All right, thank you.
Okay.
Am I cutting my nose off to spite my face? But I feel like what I'm doing is learning from my past experiences, where when I want something so much and I just rush into it and I ignore all the red flags, and then I just end up hating it and regretting it. Like, I think this is the sensible decision. But I'm gutted. I'm absolutely gutted, man. And I bet it would be okay. Like, I bet it would be okay. He's probably, who knows? But like, if what he's saying is true, like a few women turn up, but like, yeah, even if it's just one morning a week where I have to hear like knittering ninnies, that as I'm like in my conscious, unconscious not sleep phase, like the most important part of the day to me is the start of the day. And like, yeah, if I pay this money and do the visa run over it and all that, to be, you know, harassed by fucking tourist women, like, I'll be so angry with myself. I'll be so angry with myself for doing it again. You know, so I think it's the right decision, and it is just a house. It is an amazing house with an amazing view, but it is just a house. Honestly, I thought they were going to crack when I kept standing my ground and she kept coming back. I thought they were going to concede, and I was kind of thinking, like, is this whole, because you get told this wherever you go, obviously, like, we have more people, and I think it's true, but definitely for a house like this, I think it's true. But, you know, I was just wondering, like, is that true? Because the more I stand my ground, the more they seem to be trying, and like, are we going to get to a point where they, you know, show some a little bit of desperation to rent this house? But there is none, because the next person that comes will rent this house, except the road to it is a fucking nightmare. So there's just a chance that that will put people off until the 18th. But what a shame. Oh my god, look. Rush hour in Dalat. Dung. I can't say it. I'm very stressed. I've had a very hard day. Okay. So only your steak and chips can make it better. And the plum drink. Okay. Come on. He did not want the answer to that question, did he? The typical, how are you, but please don't tell me how you are, because I can't hold it. Part of me that hopes that the unconscious that watch my videos who have never even left Europe, or if they have, like, it's 2 weeks in Phuket, you know, or Chiang Mai, and they're like, speak to a local, because that's what I would do, and I can only perceive from my perception, and I like to go into bars and get shit-faced and chat shit with fucking anyone because I'm so desperate to not fucking feel myself. So they tell me that I should chat to locals. And of course there's always exceptions, like my current landlady. But again, if I went there, like, you know, forget Vietnam. In England, there's 0.01% of people that can meet me and hold me if I go there, you know, if I really fucking go there. And obviously I'm not expecting that out here at all. But, you know, it would be nice to, you know, the guy that I go to his cafe every single day, and he does speak English. It would be nice if he wasn't petrified, if he wasn't, you know, so scared of having a real conversation. And again, there's no criticism, it just is what it is, it's fine, I accept it. But please don't fucking project from your perspective in my comment section. I mean, do it, it helps the videos, and I'm getting less and less triggered by it. But honestly, like, when I say please don't do it, I don't mean that. What I mean is, I really hope you're able to see the reflection. Because what you're doing, when you're trying to advise, if you've never left Europe and you've never taken a conscious breath, which obviously you won't know if you've never done that, whether you've done it or not, and you'll just project that that's bullshit. But anyway, let's just say if you've never left Europe, or you've never lived abroad, and by lived in Southeast Asia, in fact, then when you're in my comment section advising me, what you're doing is you're just empowering your ego and your delusion. And this is the delusion of I'm right, I know best, I'm wiser than. Total delusion. Like, you've never experienced it. You can't have wisdom without experience. So do what you want, honestly. But if you're going to retard out in my comment section and tell me that I should chat to locals, well, you know, I display it. I display it all. You know, this is the reality. And, you know, maybe some of you are so desperate that you would get off on a conversation like that where the person doesn't actually want a conversation and can only operate on the most surface of surface levels. Fine. But don't assume that I'm going to get anything out of that. Now that that's over. Oh my God, I feel sick. I can feel the part of me that's like, have you just made a massive mistake? Have you just been way too pedantic? Have you just given up? Like, you know, because essentially, right, in terms of Southeast Asia, it's not going to get better than Dalat. It's really not. Like, in terms of, if I want to live in this climate, which I do, you know, straight away I'm down to 5 options. And of those 5 options, Dalat is by far the best. So basically, by giving up on that house, I'm giving up on Dalat, and by giving up on Dalat, I'm giving up on Southeast Asia, which feels huge. Like, bearing in mind again, you'll never truly grasp this unless you've experienced it. And that's not a criticism. That's not me poking at you. That's just like the reality. You know, when you're trapped in England and you're, you know, basically enslaved, of course you're gonna idolize. The grass is always greener, so you're gonna be like, you're not gonna grasp how exhausting traveling is. Will you stop trying to shag my leg? Honestly, you know that I'm not gonna let you shag my fucking leg. No. Yeah, you'll get one of them. You'll get one of them. So that wasn't a kick, retards. It was a physical communication. It was a physical command to show him that he cannot dominate me, that I am leader of this pack. That's what it was. And if you're projecting onto that was a kick or that was abuse or anything like that, this is why your dog doesn't listen to you. This is why you can't let your dog off the lead. This is why your dog is aggressive and barks all the fucking time, because it's following you and your retardation and your crap lack of commands. Yeah, it's massive. It's massive because it's going from having that little. I mean, you've seen. I've been in what, Vietnam for 5 months. I've basically been to Dalat for 4.5 months, and it's taken 4.5 months for me to get to a place where there's any sort of routine, any sort of peace, any sort of nice environment. And admittedly, part of that was a learning curve that I will take into the next place, like never renting a city, never rent a wooden house, never rent an apartment. So that will speed up this process. But to start again, to know that I'm starting again, is terrifying, to be honest. It's terrifying. I mean, no, it's not. It's not terrifying. That's too strong. But it makes me feel fucking sick inside. And really, that's why I need to just accept that my time in Southeast Asia is coming to an end, and be extremely grateful for that time. This continent is amazing. This continent is incredible. I'm so grateful to this continent and its people and its ways. Even if it is something it turns out I can't live around for the rest of my life, I still really appreciate it. I really respect it. I really honor it. It's fantastic. It's just fantastic. It's such a mind-blowing continent, but at the same time, it's got the safety. Like that's what's so wonderful about it, is that it's as mind-blowing as Africa or South America, but it's got the safety. It's way more mind-blowing than Africa. Africa's not mind-blowing. I went there when I was 18. I did Kenya to Cape Town, and I was a total libtard. So, you know, I had this framing of the world. But I just think I would hate it now, and it was grueling. It was not like traveling Africa is no fun at all, and that's when you don't realize, you know, what you're surrounded by, like I would now. So there is some excitement as well. There is some excitement in Europe. There's also a trepidation though around Agenda 2030, and like whilst there's, you know, there's Poland, Bulgaria and these incredible countries that seem to be keeping their sovereignty and culture and homogeneity, you know, there's also like the fact that Europe is completely controlled by the it's them every time club, and very like the globalists have really got their claws in there. Whereas out here, it's just not here. It's just not here, and that's not me saying it won't come here, and it's not me saying the start of it isn't here. Like the start of it is here. Like it's definitely here, but you don't see it. It's not. But there's also a feeling that the reason for that is because they know that once they've got the West, Asia will just capitulate, because the people are very submissive and very, you know, what makes it so amazing, the community aspect, what's the word, like kind of like communism, like I can't find it, but the homogeneity, oh fuck me, the fact that they operate as a collective rather than an individual, that's it, means that it's very easy to brainwash, and to be honest, it's probably already there, and that's why they're not focusing on it, because they all just fall into line so fast. Because they already are, like you see it, you know, you see it. Very sad, very sad. So yeah, it's a difficult one. It's a really fucking difficult one. Oh my god, it is so difficult. It's so difficult to move on when you've found somewhere that doesn't feel anything like home, but does feel like a home that has been created. And by that I literally just mean a bit of routine and knowing where things are and having a favourite cafe. But then, you know, the flip side to that is the reason this is my favourite cafe is because I can't fucking order food in any of the others. So it would be really nice to be in a European country where you can kind of tell what's going on. And I do think from a YouTube point of view it will be better. I think the majority of people that watch are more interested and would be more inspired by making a move to a European country, particularly like Poland or Bulgaria. And then there's all of Eastern Europe, which I'm pretty sure is out of the Schengen bullshit, which means I can stay there for more than 3 months easily. Or I won't, you know, it's not this. It's not included in the fucking 3 months every 180 days in the Schengen. Am I really going to give up on Southeast Asia? I love it so much, but if I can't make Dalat work, I can't make anywhere work. There's just this little part of me that's like Laos, like maybe Laos, because Laos is definitely going to be quieter. But you know, the flip side of that is no infrastructure, no luxury homes, no luxury gyms, no saunas. No hospitals. Not that I really care about that one, but my AI said in massive capital letters, if you are traveling to Laos, you must have travel insurance, because they're like, basically, if you get into a mess, you're going to have to be flown out of there. And I don't believe in insurance, you know, it's just a scam on fear. But you know, even someone like me who can see through that bollocks and can see that, you know, if you have money, then insurance is just a mug's game. Even I'm a bit like, I'm never going to get insurance, because I just, you know, I could never energetically do that. Like, respond out of fear. And just the conditioning of it. Like, we're so conditioned to think that you should be insured against a potential problem in the future that hasn't happened. Like, how can you be in the present moment if that's your mentality? Like, it's just mental. It's not mental, it's totally normal for an indoctrinated world. Like, I get, for most of you, you'll be thinking I'm mental for even having that concept, but I can assure you it's mental when you're coming from a learning to be present point of view. I'm so gutted, I'm so gutted. But I'm also so proud of myself. I'm so proud of myself for not doing what I've done the last 3 times. And the last 3 times it was obvious it wasn't going to fucking work. A wooden house in the middle of the city? Are you fucking kidding? An apartment? Are you fucking kidding? The apartment that he put me in just so I didn't lose my deposit? Are you fucking kidding? Obvious. Whereas the reason I'm proud of myself is because this one I could... So basically my old pattern is to see a red flag, ignore it and force it through because I'm desperate for it to work. And you know, the red flag was small on this one comparative to the last ones, and I didn't do that. I didn't operate from that desperate egoic place. I operated from a more trusting place of knowing that, you know, I will find the right house. And you know, there will be another house in Dalat. There will be another house. It feels like there won't be, and they get snapped up so fast. And then the last thing I want to say is the landlord's energy felt off to me. For me, I can understand from his point of view that he just doesn't want to be showing lots of people around. He just wants to get it sewn up, and that's why there's a 3-month contract there. But also, if you were confident in your property, then why wouldn't you let someone... I mean, actually, we did get to that point, didn't we? We did get to a point where he was going to let me have a child. But basically, I sensed, you know, I could feel that the man was dead, you know, and I don't say this with criticism. I've been exactly where he was. You know, I used to be, money was my god. I was so broken inside that all I could focus on was materialism. But I could, you know, that he screamed of that, and not because he wouldn't give me the deal. This isn't my ego fucking projecting. It's me reading his body, his, oh for fuck me, what do you call it? His mannerisms and his body language. Fuck me, I need to stop recording. I've recorded like 5 hours today, definitely 4 hours. I think about 5. Oh, that reminds me, I better get my phone uploaded. There was a coldness in him, there was a disconnection in him. Like basically, you know, he was just a typical NPC normie, which is fine, everyone is. But I'm speaking from my perspective, you know, it's my channel, and I'm speaking from my perspective to my people who get it. And that's who the channel is for. So, you know, if you're getting triggered right now, the channel isn't for you. You can just go and watch Mr. Beast, or you can go and watch the BBC News, or you can go and watch your bog standard travel vlogger that will never fucking challenge your consciousness. You know, there's plenty of slop out there for you. So let us have our conscious space. Yeah, so and that's fine. I don't need my landlord to be, you know, enlightened with a big fucking open heart. But just the fact that he's living behind me, so we're going back to the aura thing and someone's presence, because essentially when I'm bringing up noise, what I'm really talking about is vibration. I just call it noise because I'll lose all but fucking 5 of you if I talk about it as vibration. But you know, everything is energetic, and having that man's aura right behind my property, and having him living on the same grounds, like, this is why I'm prepared to pay 17 million dong, so I don't have to have other people around, so I don't have to have their energy around, so I don't have to have their low vibrations around. That's, you know, that's why I'm doing it, and that's why I would consider getting into another 3-month contract. So like him, I mean, it was the cafe. If it wasn't for the cafe, even with him there, I would have signed. I would have definitely signed. But you know, now that I'm really feeling into it, like, it just didn't quite feel right. It's like, can I trust God, universe, myself, speaking as, you know, consciousness all being one? Can I trust that enough to just know that the right property or country or whatever is going to, hello, rather than me like, can I make this work? Oh, he's fucking on the property. There's a fucking cafe on the property. And what I didn't show you was the front of it, right? The front of it has got lit up signage. I didn't show it you in case I moved in there, because I don't know if you can find it on Google Maps or not, but you know, now that I'm not moving in there, I wish I had shown you. Like, it was like, it was more fancy and better, and more money had been spent on it than that. Like a really good big sign. And it's like, why have you got a big lit up sign for a cafe that you don't use? Like, and I actually, it could have just been a communication issue, but I think I caught them out. I think I caught them out, because they were initially saying, nobody sits here, he just cooks there. And then there was a slip, I can't quite remember, but I think there was a slip of the tongue when she said, and yeah, and when people are sat here, and I was like, oh, so people do sit here. So I don't know if that was a lie or if it was just not quite, because what I've always got to remember in these situations, when I'm asking these questions, is obviously they're coming from their perspective. So they have no idea the level I'm speaking of. Like, they have no idea, like I said to her, you know, what you, I didn't use her, but you know, what most people consider noisy, what I consider quiet is very different to what most people consider quiet. Like, most people don't notice noise because they're in the noise of their mind. Like, they are of the noise, they're of the chaos, they're of the matrix, they're of the unconscious. So they don't notice the noise. Like that last guy, who I asked in the hellhole concrete fucking shithole that I was in. You know, I mean, he could have been lying, because he could have been trying to get out of a contract. That's very possible. Thank you, my friend. And but he thought it was a quiet flat. He told me I would get disturbed twice a year. And you know, who knows what perspective he was coming from, but I think he probably did think it was a quiet flat. Bearing in mind, this was the guy that put all that soundproofing up so he could play fucking disgusting Satan music. You know, rock music or something. It's all fucking Satan music. So this is what I mean. Like you can't trust anyone's perspective because everyone's a retard. Alright, time for steak and chips. £2. So this is awkward, or it would be awkward if he wasn't completely oblivious. This. Yeah, okay. And I'll tell you in a sec. So this is the guy that tried to tell me the 13,000 coconuts that I ended up driving off him, and it was horrible. But so when I pulled up and saw it was him, because his store was on the other side of the road, so I wasn't expecting. Okay, come on. I wasn't expecting to see this guy in this stall, and then I pull up and it's the guy that I drove off from yesterday. And I'm just like, oh fucking hell. But he's so busy playing his computer games, I don't know if I mean, you'd think, I'm not the only white guy that lives around here, but there's not many white guys who live around here. And then of those, how many of them come to his stands? So I would think I'm the only white guy he's dealt with twice in 24 hours. So you would think that he would recognise me. I just don't think they get caught up on stuff like that. It's like the road rage thing out here. It just doesn't exist. Like they don't get caught up on pedantic little ego bollocks like we do. Come on. Oh, I just gave him a very big thank you with all my powerful energy. There's something I was going to add to that. Oh, fucking hell. Oh yeah, that was it. So I think it comes from the fact that they're just surviving, you know, they're just getting on with life. They haven't had the luxury of bullshit like HR jobs and office jobs and all that nonsense. To get to a point where they've even been able to develop an identity, which is obviously just all nonsense, blue hair, cock-chopping nonsense. But then there is this saving face culture out here, which to me is just inauthenticity, but maybe I don't understand it. Anyway, that's enough of me speaking about a continent I don't understand and have no... I'm just a fucking visitor. I'm an outsider. I'll always be an outsider. I don't expect to be more than an outsider. I definitely don't expect any hotels, any benefits, any driving lessons, any young girls to rape. No. That only works in white countries, apparently. Apparently that's how it works in white countries. That's what diversity is. Our strength is we pay extortionate taxes for them to sit around doing nothing and rape our daughters. Ah, great! Okay, last clip of the night, I'm fucked. But I just want to speak into something. When I was driving to the house earlier, the air felt bad. You know, I felt like the air had poison in it, you know, plastic, pesticides, whatever. And then I got to the house and he was burning shit. Now it was the woods. It wasn't plastic. But it was a red flag. And now I was just driving here and I can feel a sore throat. I can feel a really sore throat and there was a stage of road where you could, I mean, obviously, like, it was a local plastic fire. But you could just smell the plastic, and it just hit me like, yeah, it's time to leave. It's time to leave. Southeast Asia is amazing. It's fucking fantastic. You live here as an expat. You live as a European. You live here for 2 reasons. One, to experience it. It has to be experienced. It's fucking amazing. It's fantastic. But 2, the cost of living. And of course there's other reasons, but they're the main 2. You move here if your home country has been invaded by a load of bioweapons and you've managed to scrape $1,000 a month on the internet, in my case through YouTube. And you trust that you will earn more in the future, and you trust that you can make it work, and you take a fucking chance to get away from those bioweapons and the 2-tier system and the tyranny and all that. Well, I've done that phase. I've done a year. I've done a year in Southeast Asia. Or a year out of England. And now I'm earning, I've just lost my main channel, but even without that, I'm earning about $1,200 a month on YouTube. Obviously it varies massively, but about $1,200 if I post every day on both channels. And obviously they're growing all the time. And then I've got my amazing patrons and the odd like random donations. So that probably adds up to $300 a month. So we're at 15. And I'm just starting to get some clients. I do one-on-one sessions, which obviously come from my other channel, where I display my deep wisdom. And that's £50 an hour. I've got a handful of those clients coming through now. So basically, I'm basically at £2 grand a month, and that's without my main channel, Not Today's Satan. So it's time to let that reflect in my life, and that reflects by living in a country that has good air quality, and whilst obviously they're all run by the globalists, you know, some sort of control over pesticides and chemicals, and you know, the food, like, you know, in Bulgaria, my understanding is in Bulgaria the veg is genuinely organic. Correct me in the comments if I'm wrong, but that's my understanding. And they probably use pesticides. Of course they'll use pesticides. But I bet you... Why the fuck does my camera keep switching off? I think this camera's on it. The gimbal's gone fucking spasticated. You've probably noticed the last few videos I'm usually at the end of the screen instead of in the middle. So I think... And the screen's fucking... Is it blinking on your side? I think this camera... Whoa, there I am at the side of the fucking screen again. No, it shouldn't do that. It should keep me centered. You're fucking spasticated, Mr. Pocket, DJI Osmo 3. Is it because I've dropped you so many times? Can't remember what I was saying now. Oh, right, yeah. So I'm earning enough money to live somewhere where they don't burn plastic, where there isn't like a culture of noise and chaos, and yeah, there might actually be some organic food, and you can breathe without literally being poisoned. Like, I mean, I was gonna say, oh fucking hell, what's the point? What's the point in even addressing the plebs? What's the point in even talking about chemtrails? Like, you know, if you haven't acknowledged at this point what they're doing to the sky in Europe, then there is just no point in addressing you ever again. You are 100% proving the concept of NPCs. I'm leaving it there. I'm done. Big love to those that get it. Big love to those that I do this for. Thanks. Click the buttons, all the usual stuff. Drop a comment. Oh yeah, I would genuinely like to know if you think that I just made an awful decision by not taking that incredible house, or whether it was the first time you've actually seen some sensible thought processes come from this thought processing box. Cheers! I look forward to reading this, Billy.